money on my
That's the
first
whole
date.
point. It doesn't matter what you make, bro.
Why would you
being nice
bring
to
that
you.
up? No, what nice to ask me how much do I make
How
in
much
the
you
first
make?
date?
How are you doing? You're beautiful. Now let's fuck.
Oh, no.
All right, bro.
I agree with you
I'm
guys.
just-
We're
I'm
telling you how
sorry.
men operate.
But I feel like when
Yeah.
it comes to a man who
Look,
wants to marry
wait a
a
minute.
woman,
ladies,
that question,
ladies,
that answer
ladies.
does
Let me
matter.
give you guys some
Right.
some advice.
Right.
When we ask you what you do for a job or how much you earn, we don't give a fuck about it. We're only asking it to figure out, okay, how much am I going to have to commit to this girl if something serious were to actually happen? Do I have to support her fully? Blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. It's a sliding scale. The hotter you are, the less you can make and they won't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how it goes, right? So men, when they ask this stuff, generally it's just to start a conversation because most guys can't talk about anything outside of work. So they're like, what do you do to generate conversation? Most men are very bad conversationalists, so they have this this discussion with you. But if you told them, I'm unemployed, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't get up and walk out the date. However, if he told you he was unemployed, you would get up and walk out the date.
And also, guys
I
want to
agree.
know how much time you have for them. So if you want
That
a
too.
job that's going to be hella hours a week, oh, she's too busy for me, bro. I'm good. Versus she's unemployed.
When they ask
Or
for
for
your
me.
job, we're doing it for different reasons. You guys ask, what do you do? Because you guys actually give a shit because
Security.
women are attracted to security.
Yeah.
When we ask, it's how much time will she have for
Time.
me? How much do I have to commit to this girl if something serious would have happened? But we're not looking at it like, oh man,
But you gotta pay the bills,
yeah,
that's
she
the
got to
bills.
pay the bills and
Oh my
take care of
God.
me. Like we're not looking at
There
it from
are
a
some
security
men,
standpoint
though.
like
a
you guys
lot
do.
of men nowadays
Yeah.
are thinking about
Yeah.
it that way. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I agree
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
that's what I'm saying.
Lot of men.
I've been into deep
Majority
conversation, not
of
only
men.
just
But
asking
do
me
you
what
want
I do
them?
and that what.
I'm sorry?
They've been deep in there.
Do I want them?
Yeah, the ones that you got to pay
Do
for.
I want a dependent man?
No.
No.
Exactly.
Honestly, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a moot
But are
point.
there
then.
a lot of them? Yes, they are.
I
But
agree.
that's a moot point because
But-
those guys are not
Yes,
even
they are.
candidates. They're not even dating candidates. These men.
Well, I mean, we're speaking in general here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but these men are literally invisible to a majority of women.
Yeah.
These are guys that you guys are, you go on a coffee date with them and you find out that they're broke. You ain't talking to them again. Like that.
You'll
This
be
is
surprised.
this is
As long as that sex is good, honestly, a woman don't.
Nigga won't even get sex a lot of
Not
the times.
speaking about me. I'm not that type of woman. But if the sex is good, a woman will
I'm
settle.
gonna have to cut you off
Hold
on
on.
that, baby.
No, no.
Sorry,
Chicks
I'm not
ain't
speaking
popping
about
no,
me.
popping no coochie for a dude that ain't even worth.
We're not
the
talking
time.
about just Miami, love. We talking about in general.
In general.
Miami
look.
definitely wants
Let's say
some
they
money.
smash a couple times.
Mhm.
It won't be serious though. Keep it a bean.
Some
Is she-
girls are dumb.
Is she
I'm
gonna marry
sorry.
that guy? Hardly ever.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Won't
So,
last.
But I'm not saying it doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying is that it does happen.
all right, they might smash. There you go.
I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna go.
You can
back
have
and
that one.
forth.
Okay, they gonna smash.
Yeah, she brings up like the exception to the rule in every argument.
It's okay.
which
Of
is like-
course, because I.
but exceptions
at
to the
every
rule
corner.
don't. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like
Why not?
when you speak in generalities, the exception doesn't make the rule. If I tell you, 99% of the time this happens, it's actually a very low IQ response to say, well, in this 1% situation, this is what happens.
So
It's
then
like, who
why say
cares?
99% if it wasn't a big factor? There's still that 1% that's left out. It still can be spoken about because you mentioned 99%.
It's
so I'm going to
irrelevant
speak
and
about
not
it.
pertinent to the conversation in general when we're having a
Why?
general conversation.
Why though?
Because
Why
the
can't we
world-
speak about that 1% though?
Because the world is built on generalities. For example, why do we not have Braille all over the place? Because most people aren't blind. Why does not every building not have handicap fucking rails? Because not everyone is handicapped. Most people can walk, right? Why do we have there's a reason why we have the world that we have. It's meant for the greatest common denominator, the majority. That's what matters. There's a reason why when we vote, we don't sit there and be like, well, you voted for this person. Tell us a little bit about it. No one gives a fuck. It's the majority. The majority rules. President gets elected. Boom. That's just how the world works. Everything is done on generalities. It's a very, and I'm not going to knock you for this, but it's a very feminine characteristic to say, well, there's exceptions to the rule. Who cares? That's irrelevant. It's the same reason why we don't have Braille all over the place, because most people simply aren't blind. We're not going to waste our resources and time putting Braille all over the place when most people can see.
Yeah.
I mean, I get your point.
That's like we're at a restaurant and there's rotis and then there's doubles. We want rotis, not doubles. Who cares about doubles?
They're both from Trinidad.
I know, but one's more important. Rotis.
Actually, both are. Sorry.
Man.
All right, man.
I think what your point
Like-
is
like,
that
because-
you're gonna
Because
say
by your
more.
logic, right? Like, let's just make a gallon of milk $100.
Right.
Right? Why don't we have a gallon of milk at $100? Because the majority of people simply can't afford that.
Right,
There's
right.
a minority that doesn't give a shit. I'll pay $100 for a gallon of milk, sure. But that's just not how society works.
Yeah.
Right? We can't frame the way we do things off of exceptions to the rule, because that puts everyone else at a disparity for no reason.
Well, I'm an exception though, so I will go for that.
How are you an exception?
I'm different though.
I mean, when you
Tell
say
us how you're
nine-
different.
If you're gonna laugh at me, but for
I will.
me, it's more
Go ahead.
How
important.
are you laughing?
I will just beg for respect. I'm a person.
Wait. So the thing that makes you different is that you beg for respect?
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
After I talk, before I talk, I'm a
Respect is
person.
earned.
I'm a woman. Honestly, that I looked up for high values, for a man that respects me, for a man that is driven to succeed, even though he probably hasn't succeeded yet. He's on the path. I will look for the potential. I will look for it. I will look for a man that is caring. Maybe it's a lot of romantic stuff, but I find that is more appreciated nowadays, that you can't find that too much.
Do you guys
People are
agree with
very-
her?
people
On
are
her
very-
views as far as like men and what she wants and what's going on out there? Do you guys agree?
People are very
I
egocentric.
feel like it's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
No, but I have found men that
and the
are
only
like
reason why I
that.
say is wishful thinking is
That's
because
not the question. Do you guys agree with what she generally said just now?
So what is she generally saying, that she prefers,
Did
that you prefer?
They don't even know what you said.
Yeah.
That for because you're mentioning
There's
that.
nothing wrong
Okay,
with
so what
explaining
is the
again.
ideal man nowadays? That he has his millionaire. That I'm looking for a sugar daddy. That's what I heard everywhere. A sugar daddy that can just.
But you
do
made the
everything.
comment that you're different and you're
That's what I'm
you're
saying,
the
that-
exception. So tell us how you're the exception.
Because of that. Because I'm not.
You
I'm
should
not
wear
gonna,
2 chains.
You can. Huh?
You should wear 2 chains.
I'm not. I'm not behind your money. I'm not behind your status.
Right.
I'm not. You can be a regular guy with good intentions, with driven to family, willing to take care
Ambition.
ambition,
Yes.
with a good mindset.
Right.
And then I'll help you out to build that whatever empire you want to build, because I know the type of woman that I am.
Tell
I'm
me
very
more.
supportive. I'm very. He's making fun of me, huh?
So this is what
But-
makes you different.
Yeah.
You're supportive and you don't care about money like that, etc.
Yeah, and I'm sad to say, no offense to you guys, I don't know you, but the
Shut up,
90% of the women that I've been surrounded lately are always talking about money, and are always talking about, I need to find a rich man, he doesn't have enough. And it's sad, to be honest. It's sad that we as a society are
But didn't you say
basing
you
our
went out with a guy that
decision-
has real estate properties and yachts? So you went out with rich guys too.
No, I
That
didn't
doesn't
say
mean
said
she's
earlier.
looking for
I
that.
didn't say that.
You literally said, I went out with guys that have money and
I
yachts,
had-
etc. And they asked me what I do.
I have went out on a date.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So are you really as different as you claim?
What do you mean?
Are you
Am I
different?
with him? I'm not.
But you
But you went out with a date with him.
Yeah, so
Why
But that
not?
doesn't mean she was looking
not?
for that.
Yeah.
you were looking for
It
fun
doesn't
though.
mean
No. Don't
A guy can come up
don't
to you-
change
You
You're
that.
saying
because- no.
that means that's not what
You're
she's looking
trying
for,
to
but she
change
went out with
my
him?
point, and
That
that's
doesn't-
not the point. The point is that if it comes with money and he has high values and he's family oriented, why not? I'm not saying that that's my priority,
Exactly.
which is different.
But you gave him a big chance though.
But you went out with him.
Why not?
Just like other girls.
Yeah, but why not?
Did you smash?
Okay.
what's-
Do you remember how this
doesn't make
conversation
sense.
started?
That doesn't make sense.
remember
What
how
you're
this
saying doesn't
conversation
make
started?
sense. Yes.
How to start?
It started saying me that I'm different.
Yes. And I'm an
Exactly.
exception to the rule.
Exactly.
Then you went on to drone on the same things that every other girl says.
How? What did I say?
Oh, I don't care about money like that. I just
No.
care about values. I can help you build, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
But just
Definitely.
literally like 11 minutes ago, you were like, oh, I went out with a guy that
And
has
what
money
did I say about
and
that?
resources.
And what did I say about that?
And he asked me how much money I make.
Why
Yeah.
did I say about that?
And
Exactly.
then we said
Am I
men don't care
dating
about
him
that.
Still? No.
But you went out with him.
He didn't have values enough for me.
But you
He
still
could
went out
have the
with him.
money.
But you still went out
He
with him.
could
you still went out
offer
with
me
him.
whatever. I went out on a one date to meet him. Why not giving him a chance? I will get, because I've met people that have money that have high values. I've been surrounded by them.
None
too.
of you bitches are special. That's what I'm trying to get at
Oh
here.
my God.
Holy.
No, you can't
Yo,
say
I'm
that.
just saying it. Like, I just
You
got
can't- why are you
I've had
special?
enough.
I think it's rumble time.
I've had enough.
Special?
I think it's rumble
Are
time.
you special?
Just go rumble.
Are you
Just go
special?
rumble.
You shut up.
It's time for rumble,
The
fellas.
fact that that
Bruh.
was said
Right.
and you think you'll find
Yeah.
it is crazy.
Bro, like, this shit is crazy.
Come on
Like,
over, guys.
I just hurts my head.
Special, I'm sorry.
It just hurts my head. You know how many girls come through on this podcast and say that I'm special?
I am.
And I'm different. And then I
Definitely.
ask them, please tell us how you're different. And then you say the same shit that 3,000 other girls have said that have come on this podcast.
Well,
and I'm
you
just
should
like,
listen more then.
I am. That's how I know that you're
You don't
not
know.
special.
You don't know me.
Yeah, you're single.
Oh my god.
Why? Why am I single? Are you gonna
matter
judge me
why.
because I said
You still dated. Like
you
still
have
dated
no
a guy.
idea?
If a guy really
you
think
have
you,
no
you
idea
were
the
special,
story that I have behind.
I don't care about the story.
You
You're
can't
still
judge.
single. You're
you
single
can't
right
judge.
now,
You can
right?
judge him.
Your
Look for the
past is your
cover.
past. I'm not judging
Listen.
your past. I'm judging your
Yeah.
future right now.
I
Now-
can see why your husband left you.
And your present.
I can see. I can see why.
I'm
Why?
not judging your past. I'm judging your
You're annoying as
present
fuck,
right
bro.
now.
God damn.
Oh my
The-
god.
here's the
annoying.
thing, man. And
late.
I've noticed this with women, right?
Okay.
I've really noticed this,
You're
and you
funny.
guys might not like me telling you this or whatever, but a lot of you women, not all, but a lot, too many actually, have this "I'm the main character" syndrome.
Nah.
And what I mean by that is that it's a degree of solipsism and narcissism that is ridiculous.
What?
A lot of you girls are way more alike than you want to admit. But you guys sit there and say, I'm special, I'm different, I deserve the best, etc. Y'all are very common.
Is that
I've
not
talked to
what you're
3,000
saying?
of you guys.
It's the same.
Women think
You're
and
not
speak
saying
the
like
same
that?
the
way.
same with men.
You're saying the same. You're
It's the
saying I
same.
deserve good, right? I don't deserve a bad, whatever, a whore or whatever. I'm not gonna be stick with a woman.
I never
that
said I
has,
deserve anything. That's the difference between me and you guys.
I
do you
didn't
keep
say that I
saying you
deserve.
guys?
I
Like,
said that I
all
was
of us
special.
are talking.
Right.
All of you
Okay.
agreed.
You need to keep
all
it
of
I
you
didn't say that
agreed.
I deserve.
All of you
not
agreed that a
all of
woman
us.
deserves her dream man regardless of her past. All of you agreed to that. I wrote it fucking down. That's
we're gonna
why.
pause
not
on
the
that
point.
question
That was a
because you
direct
said regardless
question.
of her past, and then when you spoke about your question, you were like, "Whore, whore, whore, ho, ho,
Direct-
ho."
yeah,
You
direct
kept saying